they spent trying to teach you how to cook eggs.
How to cook eggs properly.
Properly.
You know, how often did you go to a restaurant and order a salad, like a salad niçoise, where there is eggs on it, or just a hard-boiled eggs, and it comes out greenish yellow looking. You can see it. Look at this egg here.
Yep.
This is exactly what we hate. This is exactly why people don't like eggs, is because the smell of it is terrible. And then the taste is worse. Now, if you have the egg cooker, you can cook it perfectly. Look at that. It's creamy in the inside, not like this. So you can
see how green it is on the outside.
Look how green it is. That's when you overcook the eggs. And you know what we always say, oh, it's so simple as cooking eggs. But you know, if the eggs are not cooked right, it is really terrible. The smell is terrible. It does not taste good. So with the egg cooker, and Marianne loves the egg cooker because she loves eggs, and every day she uses it. And it's so easy to use. It's almost too easy for me. So Marianne, you tell them how easy it is.
I love it exactly as I love my rice cooker, because for so many of us, it's sort of this weird thing with eggs. How long do you need to cook them? What is the best temperature to make it, or time for a soft-boiled or a hard-boiled? This makes it so easy because you get to do all of those, and it's all made possible by the amount of water with a little recipe on the cup. However much water you add, and then when you turn it on, the eggs turn out perfectly every single time. This is your on-off. Okay. That's just to tell you that they're done.
Done, yeah.
But it's so easy now. There's no more guesswork, and it's going to be perfect every time. I love that it's little, so I can just put it away when I'm done. But I truly love this as much as I love my rice cooker.
Extremely limited quantities. I have 2,000 before these sell out. This is it, final quantities. Price break today, $24.95, 2 flex payments. So you're going to get everything you need, whether you want a hard boil, soft boil, any boil, no boil.
My son actually loves soft-boiled eggs. And how often did you put an egg in the water, the shells start to break and water goes in, and it's not really a good soft-boiled egg anymore. So with this, makes it so much easier. Did we leave it a little too long already?
I hope not.
I hope not. Okay,
well,
good.
We were busy, so I hope
All right, let's look in here. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
So what we do then is we take off the first one, put a little salt, you eat it obviously, and then make toast and cut it into little things, and you dip it in like that.
Do that dip.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how we eat the soft boiled egg. I put a little salt on it.
Just pop it in.
Perfectly cooked.
Nothing better.
Yeah.
I mean, people take classes just to be able to cook like that. But this does not boil, and that's the difference. It steams the eggs, and it cooks in a different way.
It does. It cooks with steam, and then the timing based on how much water is in the little cup. So just like with the rice cooker, once the water is evaporated, the machine will beep at you, letting you know that based on the water you put in for the kind of egg that you want, it's going to be perfectly done every time. But it's not just hard and soft-boiled eggs. There's a cutest little tray that comes with it, Alice, that lets you make little omelets, little poached eggs. It could be perfectly egg whites. Maybe during the week you're going to be really healthy with egg whites.
Omelets, egg whites in here. Just whip it really well, the egg whites, and then you can put it right in here.
They just pop out, and you put anything you want in there. Serve that with your toast. And you've got a nice protein-filled breakfast that couldn't be easier. It's just this little machine that makes it easy instead of heating up a saute pan and having to babysit it on the stove, because for a lot of us, we're not like Wolfgang. We don't have all those years of experience making beautiful eggs. And look how fancy you get it. When you have perfect hard-boiled eggs, look. Don't you wish you could do this?
You know, it's so funny. I used to make that when I was a young chef in Austria. We used to have that on our Appetizer-wagen. We had like an antipasto tray, and we always had deviled eggs on top.
So, and it's the most popular thing, right?
Yeah, people love it, And then it has come back now a lot. So now with this, you're going to have a great, great looking egg. Why? Because your eggs are not overcooked and green. If not, your egg filling would look really terrible.
And when they're steamed too, they're for some reason so much easier to peel, because that's the other problem is, oh my gosh, you're trying to peel the egg and you don't want it to be all pitted. When the eggs are steamed, they peel so much better. So that's why I love
that. Just says summer right there.
I know. So you can make it in advance. You put it in the refrigerator. You can garnish them with all different things. Maybe a little smoked salmon, some salmon eggs. You decide what you use them for.
You know, restaurants are doing all these gourmet deviled eggs now.
I know. Now it has become back in fashion. You know, everything but old is new again. It is so true.
But you're going to be able to do these now. Steamed eggs that are perfect every time. Omelets, if you want them in a matter of a minute.
So here's the water going in for a couple of omelets. We put on our little omelet maker, and then you just crack in either whole egg for poached eggs or beaten egg if that's what you want, and then you play whatever you want in there. Maybe it's really healthy during the week but decadent during the weekend. It's up to you.
Okay, so what are some of the other things you're doing down here?
Should we put some eggs in here? All right, I'm gonna make 2 with bacon. My wife does not eat bacon. She doesn't even like the way it smells. And I, myself, and Oliver just love bacon. And Alexander starts to like it too.
I wish I didn't like bacon. Wow. Do you see how simple this is?
Yeah, so you put your eggs here. You have poached eggs, and you know what? We are on a diet, so we all gonna have just an egg white omelet with fresh herbs and vegetables. Now there could be some mushrooms in here. There could be anything you like in here. Some tomatoes, onions.
I'm always on a diet, so this is what I like, but I like the vegetables and the onions in with the egg white.
So you get flavor, and I'm gonna season it with a little cayenne, spice it up a little bit. A little salt, it's always good, you know, if you like it, and a little salt here. And then we put the egg whites on top.
And this can even be the kind of egg whites you buy in the carton at the store where they're already cracked for you.
Right.
Or the one that doesn't have cholesterol, you know, they sell the cartons of that. It works on all of them. Fresh is best, but whatever you need for your diet and your convenience.
Yeah, where's the dome? Here it is.
Just put the little dome on top of it.
Isn't that easy? And then there's a little dial that you can set for whatever kind of egg it is, and it's got a little marking so you don't have to read it even. And then here's your on-off switch. When it's done, it beeps at you quite loudly, so you're never going to overcook an egg.
So it's you wake up at the same time. You put the eggs on, you wake up because it beeps, so it's perfect.
Doubles as an alarm clock. So you can do your egg sandwiches. We're going to include some recipes in here. Everything done. Perfect eggs, perfect every time.
And easy. You don't have to guess. You don't have to worry. You know how often you put the eggs out to boil, and then you look at the clock, and then what happened is you forgot at what time you put them in.
Yeah. But isn't that pretty? This is the one that just beeped.
Oh,
so which one would you rather eat? A perfect egg or this nasty, stinky green one? Look at that, where the yolk gets all green around that. That's what happens if you put them in a pot on the stove and then you walk away and forget about it.
Yeah, and you forget what time you put it in. You need a timer and everything. So this does it all in once. And obviously...
they taste better when they're creamier.
So much less sulfury. It's just a totally different experience.
Exactly. When they overcook, they taste so sulfury. That's what I was thinking too.
It'll
now
make you not like eggs.
You can cook them part of it for breakfast, softball.
See, that's how loud it is.
Yeah.
So you're never going to overcook them.
Yeah.
I've almost started a fire because I forgot the boiled eggs. Oh my gosh.
So make your egg salad, your egg salad sandwiches, your eggs for your salad.
But look how nice.
Yeah, just
without putting them in cold water, you know.
This is piping hot.
Yeah.
But the shells are steamed, so they just kind of fall away in sheets like this. I love that because, you know, there's nothing worse than when you're trying to make deviled eggs. Is it this one? There's nothing worse than trying to make deviled eggs, and then they're all pitted, and you don't have a pretty egg to start with. But this is what we want. Isn't that nice?
It's beautiful.
I love this appliance, Wolf.
Yeah, you use it all the time at home.
It's perfect
Look at
every time.
The eggs are starting to cook already. Steam, you can see here.
Poached whole eggs.
Yeah.
Eggs. I mean, for your eggs Benedict. Who makes eggs Benedict at home? Because it's such a hassle.
Yeah.
You're gonna do everything at home now. Price break today. We are talking about $15 off, guys. So save it today. 2 flex payments, but final quantities on this. You're gonna see everything in this hour on special pricing. But don't forget, it's Sweet 16 as we celebrate an anniversary.
My last day of the 16 years. 16 years at HSN.
Wow.
I have to go look at the tape from 16 years ago. That would be fun.
That would be fun. You're right.